Hey Fit Fam, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm showing you guys one of my recent leg days that I did I believe last week, so be on the lookout for another leg day probably later on in the week. I'm laughing here because my trainee was kind of telling jokes or whatever about the fact she doesn't understand foam rolling, or she didn't before she saw me do it. And I was explaining to her how foam rolling can benefit you, help you recover faster if you're not familiar. So as you see me doing it here, I'm working on my quads at this point, and in the first clip I was working on my hamstrings and glutes, and it helps me recover faster. And that way you can pretty much do leg day twice a week if you don't normally do it. And I have no issues after that. But I have also been lifting for a while, so maybe that's why. So this first exercise, I was just working on the hack squat machine. I did this reverse squat, hack squat for your glutes, and I was focused on the squeeze. I have some work to do on the form because you can place your feet a number of different ways. It really is just comfort level. And then the machine itself is kind of heavy to begin with, so I didn't use very heavy weight. I just wanted to make sure I was feeling it, and I really was, which is why I try to go a little bit lower each time. And it's a really good workout. I'm definitely going to keep incorporating it into my routine. So here I turned around and I did the regular hack squat just so I could see the difference since it had been a while since I've used this. And you can really feel it in your glutes this way as well. As you can see, if you can kind of see here, I'm squeezing my glutes. I know it's hard to see through the leggings, but I am. And I have my feet wide and high up on the pad because I also wanted to work my hamstrings. So even though it may look like I'm working my quads, I'm actually working my hamstrings and my glutes at this point. And I'm feeling it very well, which is why I didn't have to go lower. So give this a try if you haven't. And as you can see here, I started just kind of going back and forth in the sets, not really resting much. And it's a really good exercise actually if you do it as a superset, or if you just rest 30 seconds and then you do the reverse of what you last did. It works out pretty well, especially as a warm up to regular squatting. By that point, your legs are definitely warmed up for regular squatting. So as you can see here, I did another set. I just wanted to make sure that once again, I felt it in my glutes. And I did at that point. I was actually kind of exhausted, but I wanted to finish the set out there. And one more time I turned around and I did the regular hack squat, but at this time I wanted to show my trainee how to do it for your quads. So that's why my feet are close together. I'm still working my glutes here. You can tell on the squeeze if you're looking. And but with my feet close together, I'm definitely working my quads more. I can kind of see it a little bit on my pants there, on my leggings there, but if you can't see it, I am very much working my quads, and you definitely feel it, and you don't really need very heavy weight, so keep that in mind. This next exercise, I just wanted to show you guys, I do it all the time because a lot of people don't do it. It is a standing, one leg at a time hamstring curl using the lying leg curl machine. And the reason I use it is because the gym I'm at has a standing hamstring curl machine for each leg, but I feel like it's for taller people. With me being 5'9", you can't adjust the padding on the leg, on the knee, and I almost caused myself knee damage trying to use that machine because you can't, like I said, you can't adjust how you stand with that. So if you're not taller, you're kind of either bouncing the weight off your leg and you can't go very heavy, and then when you try to, your knee's at an awkward angle that you don't feel like you're getting much work in, and you end up hurting yourself. So I don't use that at all, and I use this instead. Okay, so after I did a few sets of the hamstring curls, I moved over to squats finally. And at that point, I didn't really feel like I needed to warm up much, so I probably started with 65 is what I typically do. I'll start it with 65 by 12 to 15 reps. And here I moved up to 95 after, and I'll usually do 95 for 8 to 12 reps. I think I did maybe 8 reps here. I was probably pretty spent. But for me, I don't need to warm up much. You can warm up with just the bar if you want to. I used to warm up with just the bar, and then I would work my way up slowly, but I realized that it was harder to get to my heavier PR sets by warming it with just the bar and increasing by 10, let's say, or increasing by 15. It takes a while. So for me, I'll do other stuff to warm up first, and then I'll move over and do my heavier sets here, as you can see, because here I moved up from 95 to 135 for a few reps as well. So this next set added on 50 pounds. So I believe this is 165. Don't quote my math because it's early in the morning right now and I'm tired. So, but I threw on 50 pounds on top of 135. So let's see. Yep. Oh, that's 185. Sorry guys. I can't math. So I moved up to 185 just so I could get a little bit closer to my goal. And I think at this point I was pretty spent, so I was only able to do maybe 4 to 5 reps, it looks like. And that was it for me at that point because it was just too tiring. So once I finished that last set, I moved over to leg press. The other reason I moved over quickly is because I realized I was running out of time and I wanted to go home. So I was also training my clients at the same time. So it was very hard for me to get in, you know, a heavy, high volume workout like I normally do, but I still make sure it was very effective. So as you can see here, I'm at 3 plates and I'm working my quads. My feet are close together, so that's what the quad work is for. I usually start with 2 plates. I probably started with 2 plates and then moved up to 3 here and then progressed to 4. Okay, so I really want to show you guys this movement. I use it all the time. Sometimes I'll use the other machine, the other leg press machine. Basically what you do is you can take all the weight off, but I have 25 on each side there, and what I'm doing is you see me pointing on my glute there. I'm pointing to the point where I can feel it in my glute, and which is what I'm doing it for. I have my foot turned to an angle, and it's in the middle of the platform, so this way I'm also working my quad. So I'm working my quad and my glute at the same time, and I really feel it this way. Like some people will, you know, turn their foot straight up just to work the quad as a single leg, and I do that as well. But I find it really effective. I can also work the glute by turning my leg, by twisting my leg to the side a little bit. I wouldn't suggest you do this if you haven't done it before, you know, after your leg press sets, but I'm used to it, so, you know, I was fine, you know, doing it almost as a drop set to my regular leg press sets. But give it a try if you haven't, because it's very effective and you really feel it in your glutes. Okay, so at that point, you know, it had been a long night and I had to get out of the gym. So when I got home, I decided to finish up. And here you see me doing some lightweight, because I think I'm using 10 pounds Romanian deadlifts. I'm just kind of maxing out at my, I'm just doing high reps basically, because 10 pounds is very light for me. I normally do like 40, 50. But it's very effective even with the 10 pounds, especially at that point because I was pretty tired. So, and next up, I wanted to show you guys stiff leg deadlifts. If you don't do them, you try to keep your back straight. If you notice, I don't come all the way up. I don't stand all the way up. I come up just enough so that I squeeze my glutes, so you can see here, because I feel it more that way than as opposed to me standing all the way up. So, you know, give this a try. It's a really effective hamstring and glute exercise that I use all the time. I use heavier weight, of course, but I only have 10-pound dumbbells, which I really should get some more for home use. So, you know, give this a try if you haven't. It's very effective, you guys. Okay, so in the next clip you'll see here, I actually decided to show you guys another movement that I did at home. And this one was the reverse, well, let's see. Okay, reverse 1 foot lunge. It may have another name, but I call it reverse lunges, but it's just reverse lunges actually. And I focus on one leg at a time. You can switch legs each rep if you want to, but for me, I feel it more if I stick to one leg at a time and I just work on, you know, that set on that side first. And so I did this probably 3 sets of this. I only showed you one for I want to guess here 12-15 reps, and then I switched over to the next side. And to me, this is a very effective exercise. You can really feel it all around in your leg, quads, hamstrings, glutes, everything. So I'll try to show this more often in my videos, but I just want to show you guys a quick leg day that you can incorporate if you haven't already into your routine, or maybe some exercises you haven't tried yet. And I hope you enjoyed this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. As always, I really enjoy the support. It's helpful. I'm going to keep making these videos and get better at editing and recording and everything. And if you enjoyed the video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe.